Hey now, Baba Booey, hey now. Remember that big old thick stack of books I showed you the last video? Well, we is gonna take a little detour and do things a little different. Oh, I'm watching Downton Abbey season 3. The middle daughter, Edith, she's cute to me. I totally knock her off, by the way. Anyway, let's see. I don't know if anybody out there that subscribed to me is subscribed to Captain 8-Bit or not. They do a show called the Game Chasers. And what they do is in the title. They chase video games, retro games, like 70s, 80s, 90s stuff. And they put out a DVD of their first few videos that they did. And I don't know, I just got it in the mail today. It's Friday, and I'm definitely looking forward to why. I mean, I've seen them, online, but they put out a DVD, and you know what? I figured I'd support these guys, and the packet. I paid this was like $20. I wanted to. They had the DVD for 20, the DVD and like a retro game or something like that for like 30, 35 or something like that. At the time, I only had enough for the DVD, but I'm glad I got this, and this is pretty cool. And it comes with like a third disc. I mean, this is really nice. This is the production just off of the off the DVD packaging alone is pretty nice. So, and on some level, I think that just collecting retro games is, to me, is not unlike collecting comics. And, you have to go to stores, you got to go to, flea markets, you got to go to, people's houses and, haggle for prices and try to find the best price. So, definitely not unlike, comic book collecting. On some level, I don't know if I'm talking out of my ass on this, but I think it might even be a little bit more difficult, on some level, because you get a loose game, and if you're a completist, you got to find the box for it and all, and probably 8 times out of 10 that box is gone. You know what I mean? So with comics, it's like, okay, are the pages intact? Are the staples there? Stuff like that. And it just seems, collecting comics seems a little bit, more simple as opposed to collecting games. But anyway, I digress. This was cool. I'm glad I could support these guys. And I'll tell you what, and I'm gonna tell you, my level, my knowledge of video games, I don't know shit about retro video games. Okay. But I respect their haul. I respect the haul in general. You dig? And I mean, my retro gaming, outside of, I had a Genesis, I had an NES, and I had a Sega CD. I had the Sega CD. My parents loved me. Okay, got that for Christmas sometime in the 90s. Here are my games. Let's see. Super Mario Brothers. Oh, Top Gun. Sweet. I definitely played that. It was like the same. It was like the same music. Here we go. Super Mario 2. I gotta find Super Mario Brothers 3. Check this shit out. Mike Tyson's motherfucking Punch Out. Oh my god, look at that. That's hard. I don't give a fuck. Listen, if you're just playing Punch Out and not Mike Tyson's Punch Out, you ain't playing Punch Out. I'm sorry. This is what you need. I still have the instruction booklet. It was a color instruction booklet, and I wrote down like all the cheat codes and shit like that. In my Sega Genesis games, The Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, this game was hard. This game, it was hard, difficult hard, but it was cool as fuck hard. You dig? And here we go with Batman Returns on the Genesis, along with what is this? Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic 2. So this is my video game collection right here. It's extensive. Muy extensivo. Yes. All right. But we're moving on. to the comic book haul. I still have a thick stack. Check this shit out. All right. We're going to kick things off. Oh, Mask. Another Mask action figure set. This shit is tough, too. Look at that. That's nice. Here's Matt Tracker when he's in the Rhino vehicle. And here's Hondo McClane. He drove the blue 57 Chevy. But this is cool to have. Just if you can't afford the action, if you can't afford to have sealed, vehicles, I would go with this. This is the next best thing if you want sealed Mask action figures. But okay, all right, on to the comic book haul. We're moving on. All right, here we go with X-Men number 12. This just came in the mail today. This is the main reason why I'm doing this haul instead of the other haul. But this is very freaking cool. The first appearance of the Juggernaut. This is a book that I definitely wanted to get, and I think happy to have it. It's got. I think it's in VG shape. I think the main issue is just that little nug right there is out. And what else? Maybe some, a little bit of wear around the edges, but overall, it's still bright. The staples are intact, thank God for that. So, that is very cool. Very, very cool indeed. What else do we have here? Ooh, here we go. Avengers number 85. First appearance of the Squadron Supreme. This book cost me, okay, X-Men cost me around 90, 91. This one cost about 85 bucks. I'll be honest with you, I think this is an underrated book. This book was like, it's in VF shape, very fine shape. And I think, I don't know, I think it's underrated, I got this for like 15 bucks. And I'm like, to me, I thought that was a steal. I thought that was a great price for it. And it's going for that much, but I think this has a lot of potential. It has a lot of room to grow. So, yeah, yep. We have so many more books to get through. Tomb of Dracula, number 13. This is cool as shit. The Origin of Blade. This book is in VF shape. It's nice and bright, nice and tighty brighties. It's I think it cost me about 17 bucks. It was like a half off sale. I'm such an asshole. I went to that store. There was a half off sale at this store I usually go to. After Thanksgiving sale. I went there that day and I just didn't even ask if there was a sale going on. And I show up 2 weeks later and everything was pillaged. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, you got to be kidding me. And there were books there that I wanted, but I didn't, thought were just way too expensive. But, oh, Jesus, I feel like an asshole. But anyway, I was able to find Tomb number 13, so, yeah, I took what I could get. Also, at the store, I got this for $5. Amazing Maiden Spider-Man, number 315. Now, this is the first cover appearance of Venom. There he is. He's a floating head. He's about that big. But it's the technical first cover appearance of Venom. Number 316. This is it. And the cameo of Eddie Brock is he's in the book. He's in the book. So blah. I think if you're a Venom completist, you definitely want this book. And what is there? I don't know. I think I've been under a rock. There's a Venom movie coming out. Ugh, okay, all right, it's all good. I have no hopes for it, but okay, it's all good. It's straight. It's cool. Check this out. All-Star Comics, the Millennium Edition, number 8, where they reprinted, the Millennium Edition, we all know, they reprint key DC issues, Batman number 1, Superman number 1, yada, yada, yada. Now, this is the first appearance of Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is going to be in a going to be in the Superman Batman movie. I got to be honest with you. I am so fucking sick of saying of the word movie, especially as it relates to comic book characters. Guardians of the Galaxy movie, Spider-Man movie, Superman Batman movie. You know what I mean? I'm just sick of the word movie. Like, I'll keep saying the word, but I'll feel nauseous or nauseated when I say it. So there you go. And Wonder Woman was a fucking afterthought. She appears like, I mean, this is like a 60-page book, and she's like in the last few pages. You know, she is just an afterthought. You know what I mean? Just nobody was thinking about Wonder Woman when she debuted. But I'm glad. But this is, if you can't, of course, you can't find the first appearance of Wonder Woman unless you're a super collector. But I think this is the next best thing. And I got this for like $5. It's a really cheap book, and I would definitely recommend, if you can hunt it down at a good price, definitely do that. All right? Okay. Ooh, look at you, baby. What you do? What you do? Look. Ooh. More Maiden Spider-Man. More Maiden Spider-Man. Number 50. I met up with a dealer. This is a guy that I met at one of the comic book shows. Like, he just kind of deals. He has a collection at home, and I met up with him, and I was able to buy some books off of him. And this is the book that I had been eyeballing for a while. Now, I had a much better looking copy than this. But the only problem was that the cover was detached at the staple. That is one of the things I can't stand about a book, and it just drove me crazy. And I sold that one off, and for about as much as I paid for this one, so it was kind of a wash. I can put up with, and this one is in VG shape. You know, it has its issues, you know, but I can put up with a lot if the staples are intact. You know, if it's complete and the staples are intact, I'm going to love the book. So I have the first appearance of the Kingpin. I'm happy. I'm straight. This thing cost me $110, and that's how much I sold that other copy of Spider-Man number 50 for. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm straight. All right, let's keep. Ooh, another book that I picked up from my dealer friend. I have a Connect. I have a comic book Connect. That's cool. Anyway, Batman 286. Now, this is a book, I don't know, I just wasn't paying attention. This is a book that's really popular. You have Yocker. The Yocker. That's how you pronounce it. It has a double Yocker cover. Shit, it's on now. This is like I want to say around a $30 book. I don't know. But this is in VF shape, very fine, maybe near mint minus shape. This is a really nice looking copy. Maybe, shit, man, it might be even going for more than that. I don't know. But I'm glad to have it. It's a really popular book, so I'm thrilled. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Check this out. I found another copy of Preacher, number 1. I wasn't so lucky this go around. I paid like, this is in, you know, VF near mint minus shape. I paid about $30 for it. I still think it was worth it. I didn't get the $7 deal like I got with the last one, but I'm just like, let me get it. I didn't want to pass it up. So, but what was cool was when I opened it up, there was like this little paper insert in the book. I have it sealed up in the top loader now, so I don't feel like opening it. But it was like a, you know, cool little, I don't know, insert type kind of thing. So I'm like, oh, okay, that kind of makes up for the price. I think I would have been more comfortable, like way more comfortable paying like $25, but why not? It's the holidays, why not? But anyway, oh my gosh, we're gonna ride the Preacher train real hard. Toot toot. With let's start with Absolute Vertigo. I was lucky enough to get this. This came in the mail today. I keep saying I'm really sorry about that. This is, again, I'm not sure what the hell you call this. If you can't find the Preacher preview, I think this is definitely the next best thing. I don't know, does this constitute as the first appearance of Preacher or not? I don't know, but it's definitely getting up there. I think it's around, I mean, a month ago, this was like, what, $1 book or something like that. It's 99 cents. I think it was like cover price a month ago. Now it's around a $20 book at this present point in time. So if you can find it cheap, you know, around $5 or something like that, then you definitely scored. You most definitely scored. And it had, I don't know. Does it constitute first appearance? I don't know. But it's popular and people want it. Some more Preacher. Some more of the Preacher train. DC Direct Currents number 85 from I think this is 1994, I think. Now this right here, you gotta look out for this one. DC Direct Currents number 85. If I have to say it again, I will. Now this just might be, you know how like DC Spotlight number 1 had the first technical appearance of the Watchmen and the Dark Knight Returns. This is kind of along those lines, where it has a preview of the Preacher before the preview, before this book, before Absolute Vertigo. I think this is the book to have, honestly. I really do think so. I got this for like $1 or something like that, and it's already in. And now, a month ago, you could get this for $1. And now this one is gaining in popularity too. I see a current eBay auction. It's going for like $11 now. Okay, and who knows where it'll end up. So at this present point in time, look for DC Direct Currents number 85. I think this is from 1994 or early 95. So be on the lookout if you don't mind. I'm asking you nicely to be on the lookout. I'm being polite. All right. Found myself another copy of Booster Gold number 1. Again, this is a book that you really should have in your collection. Make the extra effort to try to find Booster Gold number 1. You will not regret it. All right. This is a great key issue. Great first appearance of a fan favorite character, like I've been stressing. Make the effort to find this book. I just saw, I think an eBay auction ended, and it I think went for around $20 or something like that. And again, like a month ago, you could have got it for way cheaper than that. So very popular book. Let's go. Damn, it's a lot of DC. Okay, what is this? Superman number 233. There was a sale at one of the shops that I went to, one of the shops that I go to, and I'd been eyeballing this book for months. I'm talking months and months, and he had it like $15. I'm like, I don't want to pay $15. He had like a 40% off sale, and I'm like, oh shit! So I got this for like $9, and it's in, I think, fine plus VF minus shape. And this is like I guess you could say a key issue, a great Neil Adams cover of Superman, you know, iconic cover right here. So, great book to have. Let's see. Ooh, Harley Quinn number 0. It's a new book. This is the variant cover. Meh. Okay. All right. Moving on. This is cool. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu number 1. I just picked this up today. I was at the comic book shop. I had been looking, like, I have a kind of a beater copy of number 1, but I wanted, you know, a nice copy. This is in VF shape. He had it at $28. I'm like, can you do any better? He's like, and I had the number in my head of $22, and I was like 22, and he goes 22, and I'm like, sold. So I got it. I'm happy. What can you say about it? Bruce Lee, great Bruce Lee cover. This is a book that highlights the Kung Fu lifestyle of the 70s. Kung Fu was the shit back in the day. It still is, but it was extra the shit back in the 70s. X-Force number 2, the second appearance of Deadpool. This is a book I really wouldn't even have looked at twice, but it's a newsstand. Now the thing about newsstands, it's not like it makes it more valuable. It just to me it makes it more interesting because you see so many of the direct edition books that to see like a newsstand copy that's in a high grade makes it a little bit more rare, not more valuable, but more rare, a little bit more interesting, a little bit more different. That's the point of collecting a newsstand. It's not about value. It's about just something a little bit more different, a little bit more of a challenge. Okay? All right. Another newsstand, What If? This was a book that was really popular early this year, number 49. What if Silver Surfer Plus possessed the Infinity Gauntlet? Kind of like an alternative to the Infinity Gauntlet. So I got this for like $3. I remember it was going for like 10 or 15 earlier in the year. Ooh, look at that. Hawkeye #1 variant. This is cool. This is like a $30 book. I got this for $6. This thing was just chilling out in a long box at one of the stores. I'm like, what the fuck is this doing here? Sometimes when you see a book that is like really popular and you see it at a really cheap price, it's like I gotta look around and make sure nobody's like playing a trick, and I have to look at it extra hard to make sure like this isn't like a photocopy or something like that, you know. But I'm really happy to have it. What can I say? All right, New Avengers #4. This is the variant cover. They had you had to piece together a bunch of covers to make one big one. And this is #4. Got this for like I think $9 or something like that. Great price. This is the first appearance of Maria Hill. First appearance of Maria Hill. So there it is. Avengers #4. Wow, this is a lot of freaking books. Oh boy, we have a lot more to go. I'll tell you what, let's go through. Let's stop right. Let's keep going with a couple more books. Superman, Batman, #1. Here's the Superman cover. I remember this is the book that I wanted this book for like the last 10 years, but I never got it. Now here's the book that I picked up 10 years ago at a Barnes & Noble in somewhere in Akron. And I think this is what kind of got me into comic books again, because I had been reading Hush. And like this kind of got me back into, just like reading other books and more books. So here we go. Yeah. This came out the same time as The Walking Dead #1, by the way. And I bought this instead of The Walking Dead #1. That cost me $450 fucking dollars. All right. We're going to go through about 3 more books. Aquaman, #7. First appearance of New 52 Black Manta. This is it's not an expensive book, but it's hard to find because it's the first Black Manta. And here's the variant to that, which is cool as fuck. I got this for like $4. Great. Awesome. And the actual first appearance of Black Manta in #35. This thing is beat like a Cleveland sports team, but I'm happy to have it. And how fucking cool is that cover? I mean, the color, like, honestly, this is a Silver Age book. And when is the last time you've seen color like this on a Silver Age book? Like, you have all this purple and the red and the yada and the yada. This is a great looking cover. I cannot wait to upgrade this one day. But I think we've gone through enough books. I've rambled on enough. I have some more books to show off next week. And yeah, I had a good time showing you these. And I'll see you next week. And back to Downton Abbey. All right, bye.